Hello, everyone. Welcome to Ask the King Marriage and Relationship Podcast. I am Vincent DeLeon King, and this is my. You see how she look at me? This is my beautiful wife, Mrs. Shirley
Walker King. Go Warriors! Woo, woo. Go Warriors! Okay, my bad.
She left out the middle name. Is there a reason you left out the middle name?
Yeah, Shirley Warriors Walker King.
Oh my God, that's a chord ball right there. We watching the game. We battling right now, y'all. We watching the game, but anyway, I skipped the part. We are here to talk all things marriage, relationships, and love. A little divided, but we still gonna talk about it right now. Yeah.
Let's talk.
All right, if y'all see my eyes, because we had a game on, y'all. We got snacks right here. We got popcorn, nachos, cheese dip, a little wine, a little spritz water.
Spritz water. Okay.
But yeah, we're here to talk about on this episode sports, marriage and sports. I mean, it kind of gets serious. You know, we've heard of couples actually going not to the altar, but they're ending the marriage. Is it really that serious? I mean, my wife played basketball professionally, I might add. I just played. So she took it to the next level. So I got to give her props. But for us, it's not that serious. We kind of joke about it. You know, we battle it out with the games. Her team is, I don't know why I'm touching that.
One of my teams is the Golden State Warriors because, I'm a West Coast girl. West Side. Born in Galveston, Texas. Raised in San Diego, California. So, yeah. I'm all thing West Coast. All thing West Coast. And, football, basketball, soccer, hockey, golf, tennis, Williams sisters, whatever. And you guys know he was born in Cleveland, Ohio. So he's everything. First of all, he's Mr. Cleveland everything. And then he's East Coast thing.
I mean, I'm repping this Lakers because my boy's on the team, obviously. And I like players. I've always liked Kobe Bryant. So, it's not just about the Cavs. My boy LeBron's on the Lakers. So, kind of rocking with the Lakers. So, I just like individual players as well. So, I'm always going to be with my Cavs, with my Browns, with my Well, it's not the Indians anymore, is it? I think they changed the name. But, yeah. So, I'm rocking with my team, but I still like individual players. So, I still rock with my boy. This was when they won, of course. Don't forget that. Mm-hmm. Just won't throw that out there.
Yeah, they won. And they're on the West Coast. So LeBron left the East Coast to go to the West to continue winning and gaining some rings. I'm just saying. Now, I haven't been a Lakers fan since, James Worthy, Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Byron Scott. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm talking about their players. AC Green. Yeah, that's when I was in Dago, going to high school and stuff like that. Right. That was my team then. These new Lakers, but they home just like we are.
Right, they watching just like we watch.
They watching the game like we are.
Right, boy. But, we want you guys to, join in on the fun together. So, depending on which one, is into sports like that. So, it's just what you guys' interests are. If you guys can go to sports bars together, you actually can go to the games. So not too costly. You guys can join in on the fun, whether it be football, basketball. You get tickets to actually go to the games together. That's a lot of fun. I'm not I don't like watching baseball on TV, but I actually like to go to the baseball game. To me, that's pretty fun. So.
And I prefer not to go to the baseball game because that sun be right here. Yeah. Then if you move over here, that sun be right here. If you move over there, that sun be right there. So I prefer not to go to a baseball game. So, that's a him thing. I'll cover it or support from a distance, in the shade, in the media room, press box, somewhere like that. But yeah, so we basically wanted to talk about marriage and sports and then give you guys some tips and advice on how you can keep your relationship going through marriage and sports. And one of the tips, like Vincent said, is you want to join in on the fun. So if you're the spouse who don't necessarily like sports, you want to make sure that you join in on the fun. Don't just be a hater. Don't just get upset about it, but how can you join in on the fun?
Yeah.
So support them. Get their team. We had a thing one time with, I think it was, actually it was when, I think the...
Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yeah, that's the name of them.
Yeah,
when
they beat that team, I don't know the name of it, but when they beat that team.
When they beat that team, I lost a bet, and I had to wear the Cleveland Cavaliers
She
T-shirt.
forgets the name, y'all.
Like for 3 days in a row or something like that. So, I lost. They won. By default, they won. That's all that count. So I wore the shirt. I ain't got a problem with that. It was 100% cotton, so we was cool. Hey, Catherine.
Doing a lot of talking.
I am.
She's doing a lot of extra talking, y'all. But she did. She was a sport about it. We battled, and actually my daughter rides with the Golden State Warriors as well. So it's me by myself. My dog died, so it's just me. Like literally my dog, my Sharpei. So it was me and him against my daughter and my wife. So it's just me now. So. But it's all in fun.
It's all in fun.
And it should always be that. And I might have said this before. I have a friend in Ohio, Brent, in Cleveland. He really has let up because maybe I finally got to him. I think he was about to give himself a stroke about Cleveland teams, period. Posting on Facebook. I'm like, sir. Like, it was sounding serious reading his posts it was more serious than his political post right now. But it's like, brother, it's entertainment. It's good for your city. I do get that. It brings revenue for the city. It's good to have them bragging rights. It's good for your city you're in. But at the end of the day, I'm not about to put myself in the hospital worrying about that when these guys are not counting their money, making millions, and they about to go home and go do what they do. And you sitting here stressing and getting gray hair. No, it's all in fun on this side, and you guys should keep it that way. Yeah?
Yeah. So another thing that you want to do is also catch your significant other up on the sport. Talk to them about the sport.
Yeah.
Right. I watch football in Valencia. We cover football. But I really hadn't been a football fan, since my mom and my stepdad split because I used to be his ride or die when it came to football. And I knew more about the plays and the game then. Mm-hmm. So now when we're watching football, I may have to ask Vincent a question or two. And he doesn't get upset. He just kind of catches me up on the sports, the calls and things like that. So, catch your spouse, your significant other up on the sport. Bring them in on the game and educate them about what the sport is.
Yeah, and also you guys can host watch parties. Mm-hmm. So, kind of bring some friends in and you can kind of mix it up that way. Have some games. Of course, you're going to have the little snacks, popcorn, nachos, cheese dip, all that good stuff. Peanuts, whatever you're into. Maybe you want to, this is just little snacks. Throw something on the grill. So you can kind of make an event out of it. Now, for the actual, I don't know if it's going to be, this might be the final, this might be the last game.
I'm thinking this is it. This is going to be a wrap.
If we have another game, hopefully we'll have another game, then we might do that. Maybe have some people over, throw some food on the grill. But just make an event out of it that, your spouse can enjoy. If they're not into it, then I think they will enjoy it even more. You have some friends over, you can kind of, everybody mingle, watch the game, talk a little trash. Yeah.
Talk a little trash in a winter, got to do something like, I don't know, clean the closet or clean the garage or something like that. I'll take pictures of him while he's cleaning the garage up this weekend.
Wash the cars for 2 weeks. I want to do something like that, something tangible like, hey, I'm going to wash some cars for about 2 weeks.
Or cut the grass. Y'all saw me cutting the grass last year too, or 2 years ago.
She said last year.
Because my team ain't losing.
Last year.
Whatever. I did the grass this year.
I'm going to say, that's what you said.
Once. Anyway, just, lost a bet, but whatever. Something else that you can do, Vincent already mentioned too, is attend games. Because sometimes when you attend games together, it helps the other spouse really get to understand the game because you're in the environment.
Yeah, definitely.
You're in the hustle and bustle of it. You throwing up the popcorn like everybody else.
Yeah.
So attend games together. But both of you should enjoy the sport. And if it's something that you don't enjoy, don't ruin it for the other person. Just find something else for yourself to do. Go shopping. His loss or her loss. Go shopping. Might be a good time to rearrange the pots, pans. I don't know, your tools in the garage.
Too far, y'all.
I'm just trying to give them things that they can do if their spouse is really into a game and they're not, and they're bored or something. There's plenty of things you can do. Write a book.
See that? This is what I'm talking about right here.
What?
But going to the game, I think it actually is enjoyable. Even if you're not into the sport, just kind of people watching. You can go to the game and just have a good time watching people acting crazy, drinking, having a good time. And I think you can kind of get involved that way. But I think it is a little more enjoyable going to the actual games. And the tickets are not that expensive. You can really, catch some tickets for sometimes, $30. And you might pay $100 to park it and get some food.
Right. Sometimes the parking and the food costs more than the ticket price.
But that's just another way for you guys to kind of, enjoy each other and spend a little time together. Or even, before the game, you kind of hook up a little earlier than before the game, and maybe stop somewhere, get something to eat, kind of make a night out of it. And then after that, close to the arena, then just walk to the game. So then just enjoy the evening. It's all about, I always say, being together, togetherness, enjoying each other's company. Then adding the sports to it is just another way to do so.
Yeah. And it's okay to disagree. Y'all gonna be okay. If your team loses, it's okay. If his team loses, it's okay. Because his team is gonna lose tonight. Golden State was up at halftime. The score was 54-39. Golden State. They did let Boston come back a little bit, but we're gonna talk about that in a minute. So next, we're gonna answer a couple of questions.
Oh, wait a minute, y'all. Tatum, he keep calling me, y'all. I'm trying to get this boy on. Yeah, man, y'all. Hey, you need to tighten it up. Defense, baby. She hate y'all because we be calling me.
Commercial, because I had to go to the locker room and talk to Golden State and tell them, let's get this over with, because you guys are giving them a glimpse of an opportunity, and we ain't gonna have that. We ain't gonna have that because I got plans this weekend, so I can't be trying to watch y'all do a game 6 with game 5, 6. Where we at? Y'all know where we at. Golden State about to close it out. Don't matter. So next we're going to go into answering some questions that we have been asked in the past. And one of the questions is, do wives really only watch sports because their husbands do? Really? Really?
I mean, that could be the case. It shouldn't be the case, but I mean, if anything else, I don't want to just watch something because she watches it and I don't like it. But, well, maybe I have did that. Maybe I actually have did that.
Yeah.
And just to kind of hang out. I'll sit here and watch. What is one of the things you watch? The Atlanta Housewives or Sisters. I don't watch it, but I'm hanging out with my baby for an hour and watch the show. Don't get into all of
Ready for Love.
Don't get into all of the
Married
show,
First
but
Sight.
I can relate to some of it. It's okay, but nothing I would personally watch. But it's just spending some time. That's all. We can still laugh at it, But again, I wouldn't watch it, but I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna watch it with her. So I guess you could say that.
Yeah, and I guess too, because wives, sometimes that may be the only time that they actually get to sit and bond and enjoy his company. So yeah, the question I guess is, yes, some wives may only watch sports because their husbands watch sports, because that may be the time for them to bond. If that works for you, then that works for you. Okay, next question.
Another one is, help me with my husband's sport addiction. Yeah, that's kind of tough. I mean, again, like I was saying, as far as us not taking it that far, I mean, that might be a conversation you guys really need to have. If he's like literally getting mad, don't talk to me while I'm watching, come on, it shouldn't be that serious. That can be your team. So look at this young man on TV. They showing Steph Curry when he looked like he was 10 when he was with the Warriors. But yeah, it shouldn't be that serious. You really need to have a conversation with your husband about. Listen, we don't need to be getting into arguments about this. You want me to, or how about okay, when the game come on, I'll just go upstairs and do what I do, or go hang out with my girls, whatever. But you guys need to have a conversation about that. It shouldn't really lead to an argument because your team is on, and if they're losing or whatever, and you want to get mad at your wife.
Yeah, it shouldn't lead to an argument as long as you're not neglecting your responsibility. I think that's when the lines are crossed, when sports or any extracurricular activity, whether it be sports, shopping, working out, interferes with your household or marital responsibilities. That can't be a problem. If it involves gambling to the excess where you're going into money that should be paid for school or bills or something like that, that's the problem. And they do have hotlines for that. There's a Gamblers Anonymous number, and I'll find it and put the website there.
She don't say that when I win, though, y'all. She don't say that when I win. She don't say that when I win. That's all I'm saying. You'll say that when I win.
First of all,
she'll say that when I win.
She don't bet.
That's all I'm saying.
Because the person who puts bets in for him always calling me because Vincent not picking up his phone. So whatever. Oh yeah, well you do. I can't say that. There may be some bets with some people that he may know during the work hours.
Watch your bio. Don't be telling.
But we'll let that go. But anyway. So yeah, I think as long as it doesn't interfere with the day-to-day operations of the marriage or the household, and you're not neglecting anything. One really quick one that I want to touch on too was sports when it comes to youth and young adults and your kids. I know that one's always a battle with families because most of the time it's one spouse who's going to the kids' game the most. I think that's a responsibility that you guys need to share as well.
Yeah.
So sports and marriage when it comes to kids, that's something that, the husband and wife or you and your significant other need to talk about so that you guys share that responsibility so it's not just always one person who's, making the accommodation to support the kids. Both parents need
you
to
should
support
definitely support whether you like that sport or not. Whatever, And my daughter, she dabbled a little in basketball, y'all, but she was in step team, and then she was the captain of the step team. And to me, it was actually pretty cool. So, we were always there, travel to the different high schools, their competitors. So to me, that was pretty fun times, doing the step team time. So that was her sport, and we supported her in doing that. I used to be out there. Oh, yeah, okay, my bad. But like I was saying, we used to support our baby. Tighten that up.
Woo. Yeah, if he offended y'all by that, we sorry. But yeah, so those were two questions that we get asked and want to drop in there about the kids. So for the wrap up, you want to remember that when it comes to sports and marriage, you have to communicate what your expectations are within your marriage. Especially, for example, let's say Sundays, because football is popular on Sundays, and sometimes that interferes with church, or the husband is like, we're about to go right after. We're not staying back here and talking talking to everybody. It's time to go. Mm-hmm. So again, communicate that, and if that's the case, and you guys have to drive 2 cars, make that happen. It's not that difficult. Don't make sports and marriage more difficult than it has to be.
Yeah, it's already a lot going on. So sports should be fun. Join in on the fun. It should be fun, a fun event. Catch your spouse up on the storyline. So as far as with the sport, or taking them to the game, kind of let her know what's going on. I think maybe, as with anything, being hands-on, when you actually go to the game, you're in the arena, you see what's going on, you kind of understand it a little bit better. So, catch them up on the storyline and respect their interests. If they're not interested in it, then maybe they just not interested in it, and that's okay. You know what I mean? They can give it a try. They be like, look, I really don't like watching football and these guys popping and, legs twisting and knocking people out. Then just respect that, and it is what it is. You know what I mean? So don't be offended by that. Host couples watch parties. We spoke on that. So make it fun for everybody. I think you add friends to the mix. We're just chilling right now. watching the game. Then you have a watch party. Have some
But
friends and
shout out
family over.
to Stephanie and Robert Smothers.
Yeah.
Because they can throw a watch party.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, the Smothers will throw a watch party during football season. I'm trying to tell you again, like I said, football is not at the top of my list, but going to enjoy the company of friends and family and them wings and links that Robert be over there making because they always want me to make the baked beans and the potato salad. I'm just saying. But yes, shout out to the Smothers because they always give some awesome watch parties.
Yeah, and everybody come over and represent their team. So I come over with my Cleveland Brown jersey, and everybody, whatever team, he's he's a Carolina Panthers fan. And everybody come over and represent their team and wear their little paraphernalia. So that's a good time, a watch party.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of paraphernalia, shout out to my sorority, Alpha Lambda Psi. What's up? I'll see y'all next week. I'm repping. Go ahead.
She repping, y'all. We also spoke on attending more games. I think I already said that. Attend the games together. It's not really that costly. You can just plan that out. Go to dinner beforehand so you don't spend $1 million in the arena. Then just, park, have dinner or whatever. Go in a little bar, have a drink, and then just walk to the game. So that's just spending time together. Whichever sport that is you guys like, you guys going to a hockey game, football, basketball, baseball. So just maybe you like one sport more, she likes one sport more, and you guys just work it out accordingly. Yeah.
Agreed. Enjoy yourself, enjoy each other's company, enjoy the moment. That's a wrap.
Yeah.
Just like this game. Boston about to, I knew he was going to try, y'all. That's why I've been leaning on it. Because I knew he was going to try it. We're number one. We're number one.
Hey, game's not over yet. Hey, I respect the Golden State Warriors, but, I want the young team to win. But I do like Golden State. I talk a little trash, but to me, you gotta love Steph. The dude is just sharp. So you can't hate on Steph Curry. You know what I mean? Class act. Just a straight class act. So
he told Boston to come out and play. Yay.
12-point game, y'all. So it's not over. It's not looking good, but it's not over.
As always,
we leave you. Well, no, they got to follow us on.
Oh, my bad. Please follow us on all social media outlets. That would be Facebook, Twitter. That would be YouTube. And that would be one more, IG. We are at Ask the Kings or Ask the Kings Pod. And the YouTube channel is Ask the Kings.
Now,
until
as
next
always, see how she changed the script. Now, as always, we leave you with this. See my Barry White. Let me say it again. As always, we leave you with this.
Marriage and love is what you mean. Okay, my voice ain't coming right. Relationships and marriage are what you make it so.
Just remember to put in the work.
Booyah! Hater! Woo!
I really don't like this.
Ask the Kings Relationship Podcast. 30 years and counting. Even through losses, honey. Even...
We about to have a problem. You might want to turn this off, but we about to have some problems.